Alright guys, today we're going to be doing a new video. I have not done a video since summer, so today we'll be doing another one. And today on STEVO'S Exotic Pets, we'll be doing a video on sugar gliders. As you can tell, these sugar gliders have been becoming more popular and popular throughout pretty much like animal keeping and like animal herping and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get started, I guess. In this video we'll be talking about health, care, temperature, and pretty much all that stuff, and bonding too as well. So first what we're going to talk about is housing. Come here, you pretty little monkey. Okay, so yeah, for their housing, well first let me just say these guys are very good jumpers. They call them sugar gliders because, as you can tell, they're really good at jumping, and they have a little extra skin between their two legs, and they can crawl all around you and stuff. Yeah, but they have extra skin between their two legs on both sides, and they're actually able to kind of glide through the air like with that extra skin on there. And there's actually different mutations you're able to get with sugar gliders. For example, this one on my back here is my nice one. This one's a Cremino, or not Cremino, I mean a Caramel. And usually the Caramels tend to be a lot nicer. As you can see, this one lets me pick it up and stuff. As for the white one over there, that one's the Cremino. And what that basically means is creamy albino. So that's pretty much why they call them that. These two, well, the Cremino, the white one, is actually male, and the Caramel is actually a female. And I recently just put them together, and they seem to be getting along very nicely. If I may suggest, one thing that you might not want to do is probably put two males together, or they might fight for dominance or something like that. So that's basically enough about them. Now let's get to their housing. For their housing, you're gonna want pretty much a cage about this tall. Well, this is if you have multiple sugar gliders in there. Since I have two of them, I got a cage that's about this tall. That's pretty much about, I don't know, 3.5, maybe 3 feet tall. And but if you just have one sugar glider, you can probably have a cage like half that size, like from like here to here, and that would also be fine for them. Yeah, but you're gonna want like room for them to play around with and just to like exercise. And you're also gonna want a wheel in there, like the blue one I have right there. And but yeah, I have that wheel in there. I have a couple balls down here. But yeah, I have that wheel right there. Then I have a couple of balls down here, and they'll actually like, with the balls, they'll actually like move them around and stuff, and just roll them around the cage. And they like that. That's very exciting for them. You're also gonna want a pouch for them to sleep in, like that green one right there, or also like this one right here, this little dice-looking one. Or if you have like a whole bunch of them in there, you're going to want to use a pretty reasonable sized one. It's about this big. This one could probably fit about like 3, 4, maybe 5 of them in there at once. So yeah, one of these would probably do fine for a big few you have in there. And for their food, I'm actually using, they may eat like different kinds of things. Like one of the things is a specialized food that's made for them. Hold on, I'll be right back. And here's one of the main things they'll eat. It's called glider cuisine, and it's called the Joey formula. And yeah, what I'll pretty much do is I'll put this inside their cage and their dishes they have over here, and the white ones, and they'll pretty much start eating, like kind of like they're eating right now. So they'll eat this, and you're also gonna want to feed them some fruits and stuff. Like for the fruits, I'd suggest sweet potatoes and apples. That's mostly what I feed mine, and they do like perfectly fine. And probably about once a week, you want to put like a little applesauce in there, and they'll lick it up and eat it. And it's like really good for them. And if you're noticing any problems with your sugar gliders like diarrhea, some things that might help is get a piece of bread and put it in there, and they'll like eat the bread, and that helps them like digest better, and that'll help them like not have diarrhea and stuff like that. Yeah, but you're gonna want like tons of things for them to play on, like this little swing thing I have right here. They just crawl in there and have some fun. You're gonna want some like fake little vines, kind of like these. They'll like crawl on these and jump from one side of the cage to the other. It's real cute. Yeah, it's real cool too. But yeah. And also for the water, you're gonna want at least one of these bottled waters right here, like this one, and also some water in the trays they have, like inside that tray right there on the right side, and on this other tray on the right side. See, I have water in there for them, and yeah, they'll basically just like whenever they want, they can drink some water, or if they don't want to drink from there, they'll just go over here on the bottled water thing. So yeah. But for handling, these guys are typically pretty cool. Some might be mean, but this one's pretty nice. If I can get her out. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. But yeah, these guys some of them are pretty nice. Others may be mean. It really depends on their attitude. So yeah. And also one more thing for their food. These small things are actually called monkey biscuits. And yeah, they're a lot bigger. This one they already ate some of it off. They already ate like part of it off. So yeah. And you basically want to give them like 1 or 2 of these once every week. Ah, come here. Yeah, but 1 or 2 of these basically every week, and that'll also help with nutrition and stuff. So yeah, put that back in your cage now. And also, there's only about like 1 or 2 more things. One of those things is their temperature. These guys live in Australia, so around there might get about 80, 85 degrees. Like in the place they live. I'm not exactly sure like what state or area they live in, but I know they live in Australia. So for heat, I pretty much get like a Reptile heat lamp. I put it on top of the cage right here, and I'll put a 100 or 150 watt infrared bulb in there, and that'll keep them warm throughout the day. At nighttime, you might want to turn it off, so that way you have like a naturalistic environment for them. And one last thing is bonding. Well, one last thing you're going to want is bonding. Because for these guys to bond, you're supposed to get a pouch for them, which is this thing right here. And basically you'll put them in there, and they'll get used to your scent and your heartbeat, and like get to know its master. Well, not master, but like its owner. Get to know you a lot better, like get used to you, so that way it's not always mean or something like that. So yeah, and if you're gonna keep them in here for like 3 or 4 hours a day, you might want to put like, what I do is I get some of this stuff, put a couple of these little pebbles in there, and I also put an apple in there to keep them hydrated. Because the main thing with babies like these, because these guys are a couple weeks old, but the main thing with babies is they can easily dehydrate, and that's something you don't want. So yeah, you want to just keep them in here a couple hours a day. Put an apple in there or something like that. Keep them hydrated, and that's mostly it for them. Well, that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next.